Hi guys, this is Sarah from Dishing Out Wealth, and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the differences between eating out and cooking in, and comparing the price differences between each two and seeing which one is cheaper. So before we get started, be sure that you like this video and subscribe to our channel so you can see more content, and also be sure to check out the description box for more information about what Dishing Out Wealth offers. We do coaching services, financial education, and more, so be sure to click that link. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. We've all been there. Work runs late, we don't really have anything to eat at home, nothing sounds great, and it simply just sounds a lot easier to have someone grab something and prepare it for us, and we just bring it home and enjoy. However, if we do this multiple times a week and we just aren't really picking up on that trend, these numbers can really start to add up. Eating out can be a really great thing, but it can also be detrimental to our wallets if we just simply aren't paying attention. So let's go ahead and just kind of talk about the comparison of eating out versus eating at home. So let's go ahead and start looking at some numbers when it comes to eating out. The average American usually per week eats out around 4 times a week, specifically 4.2 times a week. And over the course of the entire month, this adds up to 16.8 times on average per week. Now, the average meal in America is around $15, a little bit less for lunch, a little bit more for dinner. Be right in the middle, it's going to be about $15. While $15 may not sound like a lot here or there, it can definitely add up over time. So is eating out going to be detrimental to your financial budget, or is it going to be better to eat out at home? So let's look at the numbers for eating at home. So if you are cooking at home, let's assume that you have a family of 4, and it's going to be, say, around $10 per meal that you're cooking for 4 people. When you do the math, that averages about $2.50 to $3 a person. That's not bad when you look at it per meal. It's certainly much cheaper than the $15 we were talking about earlier when you go to eat out. However, we can't necessarily assume that $10 for a meal is going to be average. It can be definitely more, it can also be less. So we can maybe assume $12, $15 a meal. This is still cheaper than actually eating out at a restaurant. So buying food at a grocery store, preparing it from yourself at home is definitely going to save you a lot of money in the long run. Let's think about it this way. If you were simply preparing all of your meals at home and not eating out for an entire month, averaging around $15 per meal of eating out at a restaurant, and you do that for the entire month, as we were saying, that's around 16.8 meals a month that you are saving by not eating out at $15 each. That is $252 that you're saving every single month. Think about how much extra money you will have at the end of every month and where you could actually allocate that to. It could be an investment fund, it could be in your savings account, it could just be putting it into a vacation fund to do something fun later on. So that's a really easy way to cut back the costs and save money, and you'll probably feel a lot better by not eating out all the time. And just for a visual comparison, I have here 2 different options. One chicken salad from a grocery store and one chicken salad from a restaurant. And so we're comparing the prices here, and you can see the difference. The restaurant one is significantly more expensive than the grocery store option. So now that we've talked about the cost of eating out versus cooking at home, we just already decided that eating at home is significantly cheaper. So if we are thinking about having things at home being a lot cheaper, what about the meal service delivery kits? Yes, you are eating at home, but you are eating something that is being delivered to you for convenience sake. So is this going to be any cheaper to have things delivered to your home instead of you going to the grocery store? Let's go ahead and break down some numbers. So I pulled up some of the most popular meal kits, and HelloFresh is one of the most widely talked about meal kits on social media right now. If you're on Instagram, Facebook, even YouTube, you will see how many ads there are for HelloFresh. And HelloFresh, if you aren't familiar, is a convenience meal prep service. So they will send you 3 meals a week to your door. It'll come with prepackaged ingredients and recipes and everything you need to create that specific recipe, so you don't have to go to the store and it's just all right there for you. While this can be convenient, is it even cheaper? So HelloFresh offers 2-person and 4-person subscription plans with 3-day meals, or 3 meals that are delivered to you every single week. So the cost for a 2-person meal plan is $69 a week. When you break it down into 3 meals a week per person, that is $11.50 a person per meal. And if you have a 4-person plan, it's $129 a week, which leads the total cost per person to be $10.75 per person per meal. So the 4-person plan is slightly cheaper than the 2-person plan because you have more people to feed, but it is still so much more expensive than our estimated cost of eating at home, between $3 to $5 per person per meal. So yes, you are paying a little bit more to have a convenience factor, but it is still just so much more expensive. So it might be something to think about if that's what you're interested in, because it is halfway between eating at home and restaurant prices. But I mean, you can still do the same type of thing at home yourself, buying the ingredients from the grocery store. Now that we've kind of broken everything down, I don't want this to come across as saying that eating out is terrible and you should never do it. That's not the case. Eating out is a really fun thing to do. It's great to go out for friends and meet new people and just socialize and have a great time. But it shouldn't be something that is continually happening and just something you're doing on a whim just because you think you might want to do it. This is something that's going to really add up, and it's really going to just increase your budget, and you're going to be seeing money just kind of go down the drain when you could be spending it elsewhere and utilizing it differently. So what's the bottom line here? Overall, we've kind of decided that it is better and cheaper to be eating out at home. And a lot of people wonder if it's going to taste as good eating out at home versus eating out at a restaurant. And in this day and age, we have a lot of websites such as Pinterest and Tasty, even here on YouTube, where you can find recipes that are going to fit you and your lifestyle. You can find anything from vegan to meatless options to meal prepping to make ahead for breakfast to 30-minute meals. Anything you want that's anywhere, you can 100% find this online. So with all these hundreds of thousands of recipes, all you need to do is just go search for something that sounds great, find the recipe, write down all the ingredients, and put it on your list for the next time you go to the grocery store, because then you know for a fact you're going to have all of these things to make a recipe that sounds great, and it's going to be significantly cheaper than you going out to a restaurant. Plus, you're going to get the satisfaction of making it yourself at home. And if you just think that cooking at home is too inconvenient or it just takes too long, there are lots of recipes that are under 30 minutes that are still going to fit your budget and fit your time frame and just make you feel better overall. And there you have it. There is our cost breakdown of eating out versus eating in. So we hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let us know in the comments below what you think about eating out versus eating in and what you prefer to do, especially if you're trying to save money and be on a budget. So if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and you comment and subscribe to our channel so you can see more videos like this, and we will see you in our next one.